Hello everybody and welcome back to Turtle Sun. I'm Chocolate Milk and joining me is...
I'm prepared for the special Bass6286.
the special spot. Last video we did the animal side trading quest. This, by the way, is the last blast of it. As soon as you bring the little turtle to George, he will show you to his secret spot. There's a couple things that can be looted here. We'll have to return later. We can't get everything. But we're not going to tell him that we got those turtle boots, because that seems a little cruel.
Yeah. We got some boots made out of whoever your last friend was.
And he's like, oh, I miss him so much. And you're like, sorry, didn't mean to upset you.
Didn't mean to pour salt in the wound.
Yeah. There's a genie
Jin!
here. He's pissed. Oh, we'll fight him anyways, it's alright. He also just turned purple, which... I don't know if he does that normally. But
Glitchy,
anyways,
glitchy.
I think this is the last of the genie. I think everyone only gets 6. They might get 7, but just by looking at the list and looking at how it looks, I think everyone only gets 6.
That's very much a possibility.
Which means that the only person that's missing one at this point is Sheba, and we know where that genie is. He's back in the Apogee Island, I think, like right on the island that we used to open up Aqua Rock. We need to go and we need to grab that one. And then as far as I know, that's all the Jin I can think of at the moment. So.
That seems strange for some reason, but that might be right.
Yeah, it's possible that there's still maybe one more to collect, but they won't have any more than 7.
Yeah.
Anyways, we get meld.
That is true.
That is true.
Vulcan Mind Meld!
Launch a powerful team strike. Oh, that sounds interesting. Oh, what does Cole do, by the way? Rally your allies to boost agility. So that's cool. Also, you can see the awesome stat boost that Felix gets. He becomes a lord, and Ragnarok gets replaced with Odyssey, which is a super cool spell. So,
Beast.
awesome. Alright, one last thing we've got to collect. And then we can get out of here. Short-lived, but we will be back. You might have noticed there's a bunch of little, like, tablets on the ground. Little glyphs, almost, I want to say. But we can't do anything with those yet, so we do have to come back later.
Sad times.
We do get a rusty staff, though, so we're getting a list of stuff to bring back to Sunshine as well. We've got the staff, and we've got a mace. And the next place we're going will also allow us to get another item, so...
All of the items.
All of the items. Ooh, and we have 62,000 coins, so hopefully when we go back to him, he's not going to rob us of all of our money.
He won't rape our wallet.
He's just like, hey, I want all your money so I can lay in bed like a bum and do nothing all day. It's like, great. Great.
Thanks for all the help.
And now we are going to ride George back to the island. Him and his little baby.
That just follows us around for no reason.
Yeah. If you want to go to my secret spot again, just let me know. Thanks, George. So yeah, anytime you want to go back, you can just talk to him and he'll take you. So we need another type of siren jeep before we can go there. And that is it. I don't think there's anything else on this island. It's pretty desolate.
Ooh,
actually,
finished with an island.
Since we're so close, let's go back to Apogee Island and see if I can grab that genie. I don't actually remember if I can grab it now. I think I need sand, although I'm not entirely sure. But it's close enough, so we might as well just go ahead and give it a shot.
Well, we do have sand, so...
Yeah.
That would certainly help.
And then Sheba doesn't feel left out, like she always is anyways, because she's the only one without 6 genies, so... Where are you, island? I know... Oh, I went way too far.
That is the end of the world.
Like I said, Earth isn't round. It just falls off at some point. You're like, you physically cannot travel any farther. That's like the King of Red Lions in Wind Waker. He's like, you can't go any farther. It's just like, why not? It's not on your sea map or your sea chart. It's like, oh, okay, well, never mind then.
Wait, I thought if you, like, kept going, you would just circle around to the other side of the map.
No, he actually, like, just tells you that you can't go any farther.
Oh, silly.
I know you can grab that, but how? I really don't remember right now. I wonder if it has anything to do with walking in that shallow water down there. Oh, I think you can. I think you just have to go on the beach here. And go...
Just use sand to get around.
Yeah. That seems
This
like...
seems logical.
There we go. Let's try that. Because it seems like if you walk along the shallow water, it's going to take you all the way over to this next screen here. Ah, there we go. Except, wait, what? Oh! Oh! I was like, wait, I just dropped down and there's nothing there. Help me! Oh my god! But, okay. Well. Also, all of this whirlwind stuff is going to be really elusive to our next dungeon, because our next dungeon we're going to has got a lot of this crap where it makes you use whirlwind until you find something. Like, this is a waste, but at least we're in a town. I can use the inn if I need to restore all of her psi energy. It's not a huge deal.
Plus, we gotta view Sheba while we can.
Yeah. The animation for that takes forever. Okay. Ugh. Enemies in here? Really?
For what? And it's a, well, I guess it is a waterfall cave.
And those are the same enemies that are in Aqua Rock, too. Okay, hi! How are you? I have come to grab you, and it didn't even put up a fight! What a nice guy! Thank
Seriously.
you! Haze! What do you do, Haze?
He plays pranks on freshmen.
Yeah. Isn't that is hazing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That could be kind of useful for Sheba, seeing as how she is the, I guess, weakest link in the party. You become, like, invincible for a while, I think. Or invisible would be better.
She is the weakest link. Goodbye.
And look at that, we can just climb right back up. Okay, well that takes care of all our genie hunting for now. Awesome stuff. And let's leave. So many trees!
Damn it, trees, get out of my way!
Trying to leave your island!
Trying to leave your island!
Leave your island. Oh, okay, so now we need to go all the way up here to an actually totally unexplored continent, which is pretty cool. God, we still have like the other half of the map to explore.
All the stuff is left.
All of everything, all the time. But I'm just gonna go straight there. There's a couple things we can do if we want to. Like, we can go back to Sunshine, or we can go and work on that boat if we want, but I'm gonna do that later. I just think I'd rather just go get our last prong, because if we go to the next dungeon, we'll actually be able to get the left side of it, and then we don't have to search for any more pieces of the prong, which is great, because it feels like we've been doing that for the last, like, 15 videos, which I think we almost have at this point.
Oh my gosh. Stupid prongs.
And, like,
This almost is like the Wind Waker portion where you have to find all of the Triumph forks.
Nearly. Except the sailing is a little better, since you don't have to change the wind's direction every couple of minutes when you forget which way you're going.
That's true. Although the Wind Waker sailing music is unfortunately just better.
It's just fantastic.
I'm sorry, Golden Sun.
Golden Sun has a pretty good soundtrack for being an older game, really.
This is true.
I have the whole soundtrack on my iTunes, actually.
For Golden Sun?
Yeah, I do.
Or for Wind Waker?
For both, actually. I've got both. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so this is our next dungeon. This is the Ankohl Ruins, and I set Whirlwind to a button, which is great. This place is super mazy, and really, I found this place confusing when I was going through it in practice. If you come over to the left and the right side in this first room, you can check all these chests, but all of them are empty, which is a shame.
No.
So, we're just gonna ignore the right side, because there's literally nothing in there. Ah, crap. Wrong button!
Reveal to me the leaves that are on the wall.
It's just like, nope! Ah, damn it.
You'd think it would reveal which, like, patch of leaves has the door behind it at least, though.
You think it would, but it doesn't want to, I guess. Alright, and also, hate to burst you guys' bubble, but none of the enemies in here are new. They're all old. We've got the Minotaurs. I don't actually remember what dungeon they were from. We've got the Living Armor, which we saw recently. I want to say they were in the Shrine of the Sea God, although I don't quite remember. And then there's a couple other ones that we've seen rather recently, so... yeah. So unfortunately there's no new enemies in here, so I'll probably just try and cut out as much as I can, unless I'm in the middle of an important thought train or something, but first thing you want to do, more crystal meth powder. Fun stuff. I don't think that has anything behind it. I think it's just a wall. Oh no, this one has something behind it. Never mind, glad I came back for it. So go ahead and move all these little tiki heads when you get here. And then... I think I can move this. No! Wrong button! Ah, why do I do this to myself? There we go. Move that over. And as you can see, you need sand in this dungeon. If you don't have sand, you can't actually complete it. It's physically impossible. So this place will probably be the last one you'll have to go to. Oh, let me run away! Seriously.
No running for you.
Because Mount Makaj and Tundra Tower, I think you can do in either order, but the Aqua Rock and this one have to be done in a certain order. From what I remember anyways. I've always done it in this order though, so I've never really deviated from the normal path.
It's easy to get caught in those paths when you play a game a number of times. You're just like, oh, I always do it this way.
Yeah,
doing it this way.
You're like, I'm not changing my routine. This room, from what I remember, is just a shortcut. We need to come here later. This is one of the last things we do in this dungeon, is that room. So I'm just gonna leave that for now. Stupid demonic squirrel fang things.
Begone, vile pests.
Vile vermin is what you are, really. Too bad you can only have 2 buttons set on a shortcut, because you use a lot of psi energy in this place. In between,
I need more buttons just for my psi energy shortcuts.
In between sand, move, and whirlwind, and then you also use reveal, I think, a couple times as well. So it's just like, oh, come on, guys, really?
Well, at least they're making use of your psi energy instead of just like, oh, you got this cool thing, but you're never going to use it again.
Ever. And you're like, great, because I went through all that effort for absolutely nothing. There's another nut, because we needed another one of those.
That's actually one thing that always made me kind of sad about a lot of the earlier Zelda games. You'd get like some cool dungeon item, and then you just never use it outside of the dungeon.
I kind of like that about Twilight Princess in particular. That was a game where they really, really utilized all of the items after the dungeon was over. Because usually,
you think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so. I'm gonna disagree with that.
I think the spinner they didn't do very well in the ball in the
yeah,
chain,
that was the one I was gonna use for my argument.
Yeah.
Because that was like my favorite item from the game, and you can get like 1 heart piece for it with it, and then or maybe 2, I don't remember, but you do like only a couple things outside, and you can't really use it to fight enemies or anything like you can with claw shots.
Yeah, well, at least in like the Cave of Ordeals, for example, you can use the stuff. And you can still use them to defeat enemies, it's just it's not a popular method of doing so, I guess.
Because it's inefficient.
Yeah. But
I don't know. I was sad by that.
But I mean, that's just regular Zelda style, is just to use an enemy in a dungeon and then be done with it. But, yeah.
I don't know. I think, Skyward Sword did, like, you used all of the items in that game throughout the entire game, which I really liked.
I'm like still stuck in the first dungeon.
Oh, the first dungeon?
Yeah. I can't get into it. The voice controls are so terrible in that game. It's so awful.
I don't know. I didn't find any problem with the controls.
Stupid dinosaurs. I'm trying to have a...
They're like, "Rawr, no conversation for you. Pay attention to this game." They're all sad because we're not talking about Golden Sun.
They're like, what about us? We're awesome menacing creatures. You races against dinosaurs? It's like, no.
Maybe that's why all the enemies in this game look the same, because they just they like us so much, they paint themselves. They're like, oh man, I want to meet up with those cool guys again. Hey, let's paint ourselves purple this time. Then we can be like new enemies. And like, yeah.
But let's just like give ourselves another name too, just cause it'll fool the crap out of them. Okay, so I was going the right way. You gotta go to the bottom first, and then you gotta go to the top. That's what I hate about this dungeon. Everything looks the freaking same, and everything is connected somehow, but sometimes it's difficult to figure out how or why it's connected. I had a crap of a time trying to do this in practice. I was just like, I'm so lost! Where do I go?
If only we had a map!
Yeah. This game lacked that. It doesn't have any maps, like at all, except for the overworld map. And I'm going to give this mace, I think.
Wait, is that cursed?
I don't think so. I don't actually think, honestly, that I can... I don't think they have cursed weapons in this game.
I thought they did. Maybe not. I only thought so because it had the red outline,
yeah.
But apparently it's not.
It would have said cursed if it did, but I don't actually remember this game having cursed weapons. I'd have to go to a church and see if they have an uncursed option, but I haven't ran into any of them yet, so... It's either they're all stashed at the end of the game, or I've missed a bunch of them, but I don't think I have. Either way, now that we've filled up that sand, we can go back to that room I was just in, go all the way around, and then we can continue on in this stupid sand, leafy dungeon of crapness. Yeah, that. So we're gonna do that next time. See you guys later.
Bye.